What's going on, everybody? I am back. I've got an awesome video I want to share today. This was a incredible mail day that I received last week from Shane over at Shoeboxlegends. If you guys aren't familiar with Shane's channel, for me, he's must watch. On my feed, when I look at the channels I watch the most. I mean, Shane, he puts out content like every day, which is amazing. I think I've done like one video in the last 2 weeks. Shane's pretty consistent with a video pretty much every day, which is no small task, as many of you know, if you make content as well. His collection's amazing. We often joke with each other. He's a card renaissance man. If you watch his channel, he's got all kinds of. He's a big hockey collector. He's got, a little bit of everything. Tons of baseball, tons of hockey, and poets, dinosaurs. His dinosaur packs like crack me up every time. He's got these flesh-eating dinosaur packs that he found. Awesome guy, awesome channel. So he's definitely a must watch. And watching his channel when I happened upon it a while ago really kind of got me to finally take that step to collect hockey more. I've always kind of dabbled in it. I'd pick up some flyers, cards here and there, but nothing ever like super huge, and I'd always wanted to. But a lot of it is I don't know as much about hockey because I'm out in Utah. We don't have a team. We have a minor league team, but ECHL, it's a far cry from the NHL. Every time I go back to Philly, or if I'm in a city and there's an NHL game, I try to go. I love the game. I love watching the game, and I do follow it, but I don't know all the nuances of the game. Like, it's hard for me to watch a game and be like, oh, that guy's awesome, because I don't really necessarily know what I'm looking for. I never played hockey. So I've always wanted to collect, and even since a little kid, I've always been like drawn to it, but I've just never done it because I just don't know a ton about it. So Shane's channel kind of changed that for me. I took that step a while ago, and I've been picking up some stuff. My LCS obviously doesn't have much, so I've picked up some, a couple sets and some junk wax boxes. I'll call them that. I hate calling it junk wax because I don't feel like it's junk. I love the 80s and 90s stuff because that's when I was a kid. It's when I collected. So, but I guess for the terminology of the hobby, we'll call it junk wax. But I've enjoyed it. I love it. I love the cards, and so I've picked up some of that. I don't have a ton still. I still don't have a full 5,000 count box of hockey. So just to kind of paint that picture, I've probably got 40 5,000 count boxes between baseball, football, basketball combined, and like less than one of hockey. So hockey's still kind of a small segment of my collection, but Shane's really helping me out, and he sent me this amazing package that came last week. It was a large flat rate box, and he's been texting me, said he was going to send this, and this is one of the items that he sent here. So I'm just going to put this here. One of the boxes that I opened from my LCS was a box of these, and I was texting Shane saying, yeah, I might just hand collate this set, but I was missing enough cards that it wasn't really worth like trying to fill the holes for as cheap as the set is. And Shane was like, hey, I think I've got an extra one of those sets, I'll just send you one. And I was like, dude, that's how awesome this community is, right? I love it. I was like, wow, dude, sure, thanks, man. Like, I'm totally wanting to get as much hockey stuff as I can, especially with the season coming up. I'm really excited for training camp to get started. So he sent me this, and then he sent me just a whole bunch of other awesome stuff. And so I feel like I want to show some of that and just give him an amazing shout out. I'm going to save some of these little glossy packs for maybe just some separate videos. I got a few of these. He sent me some little sets, which are really cool. This generosity is just amazing. So I got this 91 Young Superstars set that he sent along. He sent me this little glossy O-Pee-Chee set. Pretty good amount of cards in there. Pretty awesome. This is cool. I think these sealed ones, I'm probably just going to leave them sealed. Look at that factory set. Look how good looking that is. So just some amazing stuff. He sent me a bunch of team bags that had just a whole bunch of just extras that he had from like the 90s and stuff. And I was able to find some guys that signed through the mail through that. So again, he texted me. He was like, hey, feel free to give some of that stuff away. Like, just kind of some extra stuff. He was just paring down his collection. But for me, he was just getting started. That's awesome. I welcome that. I love the bulk cheap stuff right now, especially where I do a lot of TTMing. It's very useful and helpful. So thank you so much, Shane. I've actually already got some of that stuff in the mail last night. I dropped off 10 letters that I'm sending out. 6 of those were hockey, so those did have some of the stuff that you sent in there to get signed. So he sent in some awesome stuff. Some of these I've got sleeved up already. This came in this little tiny little baby relic holder there. Rod Brindamore, that's an awesome card. He played for the Flyers back in the day. This is really awesome. I have never had a hockey stick relic. That is awesome. Terry O'Reilly, love it. Such a cool card. Again, as a Flyers guy, look at that relic. Eric Lindros. Here's a Derek Sanderson, numbered out of 499. So these are just going to go in my hockey top loader box. I top loaded this one too. Wayne Simmons, he was a former Flyer, was a great player for the Flyers. And then here's just some other stuff that he sent me that I will just kind of show. Look at the shine on that. That's numbered out of 99. It is a New York Ranger, but that's okay. And then I just got some Hall of Famers. Stan Mikita, Vladimir Konstantinov in the gold. And then just some older stuff here. Love it. Gordie Howe. That guy played forever. Look at that Timu. I got some awesome Timu. Hey, Shane, here's our guy. Randy. Lauda Cure. I sent Shane a Randy card. That's awesome. Love it. I love those Whalers jerseys. Look at these Timus. Look at this one. Look at that Sergei Fedorov. Look at the shine on that. That is so awesome. Just tons of awesome stuff. Some more 90s leaders. Pat LaFontaine. Oh, look at that. John LeClaire medal. I mean, I love these stickers. Luke Robitaille, he lives in Utah. And they have a game coming next week. The Knights and the LA Kings are playing down at the arena where the Jazz play at Vivint, which is a really, really nice arena. I want to go. I'm on call at work that night, and so I'm really torn if I want to spend the money to get a ticket and then risk getting called out. And I would trade it, but all my guys at work are going to the game too. So I'm like, I don't know if I dare buy a ticket and risk it or not. I'd be a bummer to get called out and waste $50 a ticket. Timu, look at that acetate, love it. So I don't know, I might have to go next year. It's kind of a yearly thing they're doing, but I would love to go since we don't have a team here. But I am going to Arizona in October. I was going to go down for the Arizona Fall League. Oh, look at this. This is a backdrop card for me all the way. Love it. Look at that Eric Lindros. That is so awesome. The 90s upper deck type card, like with those motion sequence cards that they were so famous for. Look at that Wayne Gretzky. Got another one. Sent me some awesome baseball stuff too. Pete Rose. Carlton. Look at this. Dude, I don't have this, Shane. That's my guy, Bryce Harper, man. That's my favorite player. Love Bryce Harper. I collect him. Bryce Harper is like my Xander Bogaerts and Rafael Devers for Shane. He's my guy. Carlo. Look at that. Schmidt. Clean shaven. Young looking Schmidt. Patrick Waugh. Opeachy. Look at these Opeachys. I love this set. This is a hockey set I want to get. This is the 88, 89, I believe. And I mean, I love that like push pin. This is awesome. I seriously, this set's on my like radar. I totally want to buy this set or get a box and hand collate it or something. Look at that early 80s Ray Bork. I mean, I could just go on. I mean, look at this. Crosby and Ovi. Awesome. Jim Bunning. Now we're back into some Phillies. McDavid. I mean, sweet. Connor McDavid. That is awesome. I think that's my first McDavid card. Bobrovsky. Love it. Osgood. Perry. Aginla. Oh, look at this. Kutch. That red foil stadium club with the Phillies jersey. Compliments well. Another card of my guy Bryce Harper. Sepiatone, Aaron Nola. Love it. Henrik Lundqvist. Man, this guy was a beast. I saw this guy play in person a few times when I was back in Philly. And whenever the Rangers came to town and I was in town, I was going because I love, love, love that rivalry and Mary Lemieux. So I would always go. And one of my fond memories, and I don't mean to be crude, I don't know. I don't know if I should say it, but anyway, I mean the fans chide each other so bad there. Henrik just retired. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I knew I was in Philly. I was in the men's room and I heard somebody make a comment of, "Oh, I didn't know Ranger fans could pee standing up." And, they're just giving each other crap. And the guy's like, "Oh, yeah, well, I'll give it to you next. I won't flush," or whatever. And it was just, everybody's laughing. And it wasn't one of those toxic Philly fan moments that you hear about. But it's just a huge rivalry. It's a lot of fun. So I don't want to go on too much. Shane also sent me a couple of grab bags. I actually tried to do a video opening those, and I was just butchering the names so bad. So Shane, I apologize, man. I wanted to do those in a separate video, and it was bad. It was bad. I'm struggling with the hockey names a little bit still. So anyway, Shane, thank you so much. This was so generous and so amazing. I am just floored and so grateful. Thank you so much, man, for your friendship and for the content that you put out. Everybody, go give Shane a look. Shoebox Legends. You won't regret it. Awesome guy, awesome channel. And I want to wrap this up. Don't want it to be too long, but Shane really knocked it out of the park with this. And my hockey collection got a much needed bump in the right direction. So we are getting there on filling my first hockey 5,000 count box. So it's awesome, but I am getting enough to where if I want to send some cards out through the mail with postage rates, I've got enough where I've got 4 or so cards I can send to guys, which is kind of what I'm looking for. So I love it. Thank you so much, Shane. Have a good day, everybody. We'll catch you on the next video.